It's the #1 e-beggar on the internet, Revelation News. I want to be the best e-beggar possible.
So, why do I make racist jokes? Well, I'm gonna be honest. Because I can.
Yo, 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 yo! Shanny been talking a lot of smack about your boy. So now it's time for them both to get owned. Shanny's a witch who got kicked from Twitch. She spent Rev's money when he was almost rich. She's 900 pounds of a reprobate whose god is oil called Delta 8. Shanny the Hut, my answer is no. Never show your money to that 5-cent hoe. You're nasty and trashy, you look like a booger. You 700-pound looking barracuda. Shanny got cancer, that's a bold-faced lie. You're breaking PA laws, making money off lies. Shanny's been dying for the last 10 years. Ain't nobody falling for those crocodile tears. Shanny, you're a con, a 6-foot whoopie. Rev, kick her out, I'll buy you some cookies. Please take a shower, then get the weed. Go find a job and stop begging for weed. Then shut your mouth. I don't kiss butt cause you gave me a house. You beg for money just to get laid. Stop sleeping with Shanny before you get AIDS. Rev is a joke who's addicted to dope. He rather buy drugs than buy Shanny soap. You don't love Shanny, you don't love God. You lazy little boy who won't get a job. This is for Zach, Revelation News. Did you like jail cause you're going back soon for supporting a scam done by your hut who sold her body like a cheap slut. I don't play nice, but I do it sassy. We all know you ate that nasty, bad nasty. She used you, Rev, and now you're broke. Now she begs G-Man to buy her smokes.
Talking about my wife. So, hey G-Man, what's up? It's Rev here. You know, I've been waiting for you. But anyway,
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel formerly known as the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel, and now we are GTV. And on this show today, we are going to be responding to a video that Jason made today that I was all over his chatting today. It's called Shout Out to Betsy and Randomness. And I was mentioned in this particular video. In fact, I was mentioned in a couple of them today. So I'm going to talk about this here real quick. But before I do, Jason, I have a little present for you here because I know that, you know, you're going through a hard time right now, you know, because you said that, you know, you're homeless and everything and whatnot. I plan on coming to see you soon. So and that's going to be a live show. That's not going to be private. I've learned from my previous mistakes of dealing with you. So I'm going to have me a little fun at your expense. But I got a little early gift for you. Just to give you an idea of me responding to you in this particular video. All right. You don't know what this is, but I'm going to introduce this concept to you. It's called deodorant. It's called deodorant. People wear this stuff to smell good. All right. So what we're going to do is, and by you probably didn't know that. Okay. Your mom probably never told you what deodorant was. Probably never told you what this was. She probably didn't tell you how to apply this or anything like that, whether you should go up and down or left and right, and how often you should apply this, whether it should be an antiperspirant or whether or not it should be that or not. Because you don't know nothing about deodorant. I'm about to educate you on this, but that's a little bit later when I see you in person, because you say a lot of stuff in this particular video that I'm going to challenge today. So I'm going to show everybody this video and I'm going to respond to this. I've seen this video 3 times. And I've also got kind of verbal in his chat too, you know. So let's take a look at this and let's have a little bit of fun at his expense. All right. So, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Since we're talking about Shanny and Rev, let's get this done right now so nobody thinks I'm ignoring the chat. So let me just do this here real quick. I'm still alive, right? Yep. The chat. So we got Bleacher Burn 2016 says, do something about it or shut up. Then we got Shadow Wolf Cub and he says, hey. And we got members only. You and me the okay. And then we got the Perry Queen. Deodorant, what a concept. Right. So what I'm going to do here. Oh, we got the waves here. We got Robin Eagles song. All right. So welcome everybody for getting here early. I wanted to shout you guys out early before we actually get to the content of the video. So let's get to it. We're going to do a quick screen share here. We're going to get to this video here in which he does some things in this video. And he actually makes it happen in all of his videos. We're going to talk about it today. So because, you know, I did say I was going to kind of like, you know, respond to him if he said some stupid stuff about me on social media, even though I don't really care. But let's play this anyway here real quick.
La da 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 da. Oh my God, my eyes are fucked.
What? So today he's wearing a coat. He's wearing his, you know, his earpieces. He's not dressed up as Revelina or whatever the heck he was when he was dressing up like a dragon, all that and whatnot. So he's walking outside. He looks cold. You know, why he's outside, I don't know. But let's continue.
The hell is going on with those bags, man? Fuck it. Yeah, bleh. I swear to Jesus Christ, every time I start a video in this alleyway, a car comes up. It's insane.
No comment.
So, I met a fan today. Such a sweet lady.
So, in other words, a person that doesn't like him he met today, who was pretending to like him. Let's continue.
Over at Sheets. I'm coming out of Sheets. I got Shanny some, what did I get?
By the way,
I
believe this because he did make the news, you know, when he got kicked out of the hotel. So a lot of people probably remember his face. And that's probably what she actually knows about him or whatever. And he's going to reveal some more stuff in this video here.
An Italian sub with a bunch of goodies on it. We're blessed with the EBT card still. Praise God for EBT, I tell you that.
No, don't forget, it wasn't that long ago Shanny was beating him up. It wasn't that long ago that Shanny was using him as a punching bag, and he was scared of her, and he was going from channel to channel to channel, calling his own woman a fatso, a whale, calling her all kinds of disgusting stuff, saying that G-Man was right about my discernment and everything and whatnot. And we're all supposed to just magically forget about all of that while he's making these YouTube videos. Let's continue.
We got the church bells going. Praise Jesus. This wind is such dog shit.
And now we got Shanny going to the hospital again like there's something wrong with her after he got on YouTube and told everybody there's nothing wrong with this woman. He told us. He said that Shanny is acting and exaggerating her condition. Now all of a sudden she's going through, like, you know, she needs your support.
Like, it's like living in Seattle. Scranton, PA, though.
Yeah, these are my former friends. That's what's hilarious and embarrassing about this.
But I met a fan. So I'm leaving Sheets with Shanny's stuff. And I'm dropping cigarettes along the way because this new coat, I love this coat. Shout out to Rich. The vampire. Rich the vampire.
You know, Jason once said on YouTube and to me in person that he would rather be homeless than get a job. Was he joking around? Nope. He would rather be homeless than get a job. Listen to me. There are a lot of messed up men out there that Shanny could potentially be with. But the person who is not qualified to be with any woman on planet Earth is a man who refuses to work and to provide for their woman. It doesn't matter how much assistance and help they get. This man is never going to lift a finger to do anything to provide for her. Now, mind you, I got my own opinions about Shani and everything and whatnot, but you know what? For once, I'm just going to focus on him.
This coat is the best thing ever, but it's got huge holes in both pockets. So I got my cigarettes
So a
in
lot
my
of
pocket,
ladies are going
and
to
they're just
understand what I mean when I say that, a man should be able to provide for the person that they're going to be with. Because, I mean, let's just face it. If you got to do everything yourself, and he's going to just sit back there and do absolutely nothing but eat your food, breathe your air, and take all your resources, why are you wasting your time with that person? That person's a bum.
falling out. I'm talking to my fan, and they're just falling out of my pocket. I got 3 packs of cheap-ass Cheyennes. But I'm leaving, and she's coming in, and she's like, whoa.
He's so lazy to get isotone and get that stuff off of his fingers.
She's already recording on her phone, I could tell. And she's like, are you Rev from YouTube? I'm like, well, yeah, you found me. So shout out to Betsy. Big shout.
Have you ever considered for 30 seconds on what she knows about you from YouTube? The vast majority, and believe me, she don't know you for your truther stuff. The vast majority of what she knows you from social media is you making a complete and utter fool out of yourself on the internet. All for that poutine pie.
Shout out to Betsy. She's amazing, okay?
The poutine pie you never really got to fully enjoy because out of your own mouth you said that it was disgusting and you wish you can cut your thing off. And that's the words out of your own mouth, dude. Like, honestly.
So she's recording. She wanted a picture with me. I now feel like Brad Pitt, pretty much. Do a Brad Pitt face. World War Z. I saw that recently in the Nut House, but I've seen that movie before. It's not as bad as I thought it was. When I first watched it, I was like, wow, this is a fucking horrible movie. But, Brad Pitt looks cute in it.
Most movies that they make today are horrible, but that's neither here nor there. But let's continue.
And, we got some zombie action going on.
Come on, get to the good part.
Bad movie. But that was a moment where I really felt like a fucking celebrity. And I said, I'll pray for you when I was leaving. She gave me...
just to let everybody know, when he lived inside of my house and he used to walk down the street to go talk to the people at the convenience and everything and whatnot, they knew him from YouTube too. So nothing he's saying right now is original or new or anything like that. All right. He's had people approach him and say, I know you from YouTube. Anyway, let's continue.
$20, man. What a wonderful person. And she said, I always pray for you. I need that. Holy shit.
Wait a minute. Wait, no. Finish going with it. You and Shani get on here and you guys just say the S word, the F word, and y'all just let that stuff go fluently. Now all of a sudden she prayed for you. Now you want to stop doing it? Oh, there's a reason why I'm bringing all of this stuff up, because he's going to start talking about me, and I took offense to some of the things that he said about me in this video. So let's continue.
Prayers, I do. So the main reason I'm doing this video is for the fan. For Betsy. Very sweet woman. And God bless you. And
Betsy was the one that told you to speak ill about me in this particular video. Don't worry. I'll be talking to Betsy soon. Don't worry. And I'll find out whether or not any of that is actually true. Trust me on that. As soon as I verify where you're at, which I'm pretty sure I know, then Sheets is not that far from there. Betsy, I don't know you, but you're about to meet me.
Keep watching me.
You're about to meet me.
I need people watching me.
It's only an Uber.
I want my career to be YouTube. I want my career to be acting. I really do want that.
These tough guys talk on this phone.
I ain't femmy anymore. I'm looking pretty masculine, so I can start.
That's debatable, but let's continue.
Doing Jack Nicholson again for you. Wendy, light of my life, I love you. And I would never do anything to hurt you. Why do I identify so much with Jack Torrance? Well, I guess it's because I'm an alcoholic and a writer. Well, a writer for one novel, I'm pretty sure I got another
Gotta
novel.
give Shanny credit though. I mean, she loves her drug addicts. Chris was apparently, according to Shanny, Chris was one, and Doug was one, and now she got another one. Except he's more addicted to alcohol. So Shanny loves her little drug addicts, probably because she won herself. But let's continue.
In me, but not currently. Woohoo! Somebody's having fun. So when Shanny went to Guy Singer, you know, I was walking up the street, and man, that's an incline on Mulberry. Holy shit! Because I walked from Regional Hospital here in Scranton up to Mulberry to Geisinger, because in regional hospital in Scranton isn't even a hospital, folks. We got it.
No talk of him trying to get a job at Burger King, McDonald's, trying to get a job delivering newspapers, even though they don't really do that no more. No talk about him trying to bag groceries to make money. No talk about that whatsoever. He's worrying about what hospital person's going to. He's worrying about what time the shelter is going to open. He's worried about all these other things other than trying to make something called money. Hey, Jason, I want to show you something here, okay? You probably never seen this before, not since your girlfriend helped you spend all of your money. But this right here is called money, my friend. You see this here? This is called money. You need this in order to get somewhere to stay on a more permanent basis. Do you understand this? But like I said, I'm wasting my breath. Let's continue. He doesn't want none of that. You know what I mean? He doesn't want money. You know, he wants to live the dream of begging. That's why I said a lot of their fans are just sitting there, or they're the reasons why they won't get a job. One of the things you guys cannot say about me is when they lived inside of my house, I told this guy over and over and over again he had to get a job. And that's why they eventually got kicked out and they eventually got put in that hotel. Because this guy did not want to work.
And he was waiting there like 6 fucking hours to get care. And they get her in there and she didn't even see a doctor.
I'm going to smack him with a dictionary.
They just go, oh, well, you know, not sure what's going on with you. We did your blood work. There was no heart attack or nothing. What a fucking incompetent piece of shit hospital. So they just put her on the corner with nowhere to go. So the solution.
So tell me something, Jason. What's wrong with Shanny? I want you to keep in mind everything that you said when you were going to all those channels, when you was on Jules' channel, when you went to who was that, Carrie's channel, when you went on Hussey's channel, when you went to all these different channels on here. What's wrong with Shanny? Because first you told everybody she was sick. When y'all started fighting, you said that she's not sick. And then you said that she was sick. And you said she's not sick. Which one is it? Like, you seriously need to get your story straight.
Turned out being, God, I am perpetually sick. I've been sick for 3 months straight. It's insane. Best solution, call 911, go to...
I lived in a house with a free bleeder. I probably would be sick all the time too.
Geisinger, because she couldn't walk.
My thing is this, Jason, because I know you're going to watch this video. You never heard of maxi pads? Like you, are you so lazy that you can't walk to the store and go get your woman some maxi pads or some what do you call them things? Depends. I don't know what these ladies call them things, but they wear these pads. You couldn't go to the store and go get her some pads. Like, do you need cigarettes that bad that you would let this woman bleed all over your house? That is disgusting, dude.
She did her best, man. It was fucking 80 degrees or something. This weather is fucked. It's all geoengineered. Everything it's just insane. I mean, like Kurt Cobain, I'm living in Seattle.
Weather is not geoengineered. The weather is like that because we're still in the winter time, and it's going to be cold like this probably until the end of April.
Courtney, we went down to the dispensary and get some stuff, you know. I love you, Kurt, wherever he's at. I'm sure he's in heaven playing guitar, singing, Jesus, don't want me for a sunbeam. You know, God rest Kurt Cobain's soul.
I don't know who that guy is.
What a wonderful guy he was. And he was just trying to make it in life. Just like all of us out here being homeless. I see, gee, man, you're not really homeless. You're at a shelter. What a fucking retard.
Wait a minute, hold on. So I gave a theory, and I said that, okay, first of all, if I'm not mistaken, in that video, I said that, okay, so I said you're not homeless, but I said that you were just walking around or whatever, and you were trying to make it sound like you were sleeping outside, all right? Most people know that in order for you to stay at the shelter during a certain time of the day, you can't be there. It's primarily for a person to be there at night. So if you got a shelter that you're at, then you're not technically 100% homeless. You have a roof over your head, right? And you should be using that time to try to better yourself. But of course, you're not, because you're too busy talking about your girlfriend, talking about hospitals, talking about poutine pie, talking about your fans. You ain't talking about getting a job. You ain't talking about getting no income. You ain't talking about none of those things because you're a lazy bum.
Yeah, I said the word. I don't care. He's an idiot.
Okay, so this is what he said. This is the first thing that he said about me that seriously offends me. And I decided, because, sometimes we hear these words on YouTube and we don't really know what these words mean. So I decided to take it upon myself to go look at what this word actually means. And this is what an idiot is, apparently. An idiot is defined as a person who acts in an extremely foolish, senseless, or irrational manner, often exhibiting a lack of common sense or intelligence. Historically, the term was used in a legal and medical context to describe someone with severe intellectual disability or mental capacity equivalent to a young child. So, okay, so you and Shani both have said, well, Shani has said about me that she's always known I'm an idiot, right? I know Shani doesn't really mean none of that. You have called me an idiot on multiple occasions. Before Shani beat your behind, when you lived when you lived over there at Fisk, when you lived in Colorado, you called me an idiot. You called me a lot of other stuff too. You know what I mean? You called me an idiot when you came back to PA. When you lived inside of my house, you called me an idiot. While you were living in my house, you called me an idiot. When you were living in your uncle's house, and now you're homeless and you're calling me an idiot, right? But the funny thing about this is that a person who acts in an extremely foolish or senseless or irrational manner, if you don't mind, can you tell me how I behave like this concerning you two? I'm just curious, because when I think about your life, Jason, and I think about the things that's been going on in your life, I think this word applies more to you than it does me, right? So let's take this into consideration here. Now, listen, I could be wrong about this. Perhaps the audience wants to correct me on this. Perhaps you might want to correct me on this. But I've got a couple of things I want to point out about your own life, okay? And then perhaps you can tell me how I'm an idiot and not you, okay? So somebody might say we're both idiots, but I would challenge that too. But I think I do idiotic things sometimes, But for my person to be an idiot, that no one, you couldn't prove that in court. You just couldn't do it. So let's talk about this here for a minute, right? Okay, so I'm an idiot, right? Okay, so Jason, let me ask you something. You had almost $1 million in cash. You had 2 houses. You gave your uncle a house for $1. You gave me a house for $1. You moved to Boulder, Colorado without doing any research about what was going on there. You allowed this woman this cold turkey take you off alcohol and to be your nurse, even though she has no nursing experience whatsoever. And you put a person who's probably never seen a check bigger than $1,000 at any given time in charge of your $750,000 inheritance, right? And in one day, she lost $125,000. And I'm an idiot? If I put somebody in charge of my money and they lost that much money in one day, God help them. She lost 125 G's in one day. Okay, so I'm an idiot. Okay, so one more thing. Wasn't you the one? Wasn't you and Shani saying that, especially when you're dealing with two rich white people versus one poor black man, G-Man. I mean, like, seriously, G-Man. How did that work out for you? Shani told me I wasn't going to be rich, that I was going to be poor. That is what Shani said about me. How did that work out for you guys? I'm just curious. You tried to buy Dragnut. You gave this guy in excess well over, from what I understand, anywhere between $3,000 and $15,000, trying to buy his friendship, and he single-handedly destroyed your YouTube career. I'm trying to understand this here. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't she beat you up a couple of times while you were claiming to be some tough guy or whatever? Didn't she chase you up the stairs? Didn't she have you calling the police fearing for your life because she's a big woman? Wait a minute. Just let me think about this a minute here. Didn't you have a $90,000 Dodge Durango, or whatever the name of that company was? Because I am not a car person. Didn't you have a $90,000 Durango? Didn't you leave it in the middle of the highway for anybody to take? Didn't you buy all this stuff in Colorado that you really didn't need, and you just left it there for everybody to go there and take? But I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. You had two houses, and you ain't have the foggiest idea what to do with them. I had one, and I bet you I knew what to do with it. I knew exactly what to do with it. So I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Who was the one that got you addicted to marijuana? Because I'm not addicted to marijuana. I'm not any of that stuff. But I'm an idiot? Very interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. I don't think I'm an idiot, Jason. See, that's the thing. I listened to this and I actually got kind of offended because I don't think you ever taken the time out to think about the words that comes out of your mouth. I can't be an idiot. Because if you're not an idiot and I'm an idiot, why are you sleeping outside in the rain? And why are you outside in the rain right now making videos about being homeless and saying, I love being homeless. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is freedom. Oh. I'm not doing that. And you ain't never going to see me doing that. And if I was homeless, I wouldn't be making YouTube videos about it. I would make 2 YouTube videos and I would have a ton of support with people helping me get out of that situation like I did the last time. I wouldn't even have to make a video. These days, I can go behind the scenes and get the help I need. I can cut my computer off and just call everybody I know and get help. And I have other channels doing donation thingies for me. Because unlike you, sir, I'm not known as a compulsive liar here on social media. So I'm trying to understand and grasp this idea. How am I an idiot for feeding you when you were hungry? Am I an idiot for giving you clothes when you need it? Am I an idiot for giving you money when you were broke? Are you applying that? Are you suggesting that I would be an idiot for helping you when you needed help? I'm trying to understand how I'm an idiot. But anyway, as I try to figure out this mystery, let's listen to more stupid stuff coming out of your mouth. Oh, and by the way, I use the word stupid. That means you lack normal intelligence.
Yeah, you go to a homeless shelter when you're homeless in Scranton. What the fuck are you?
You go to a homeless shelter when you don't have a permanent place of residence and you're sleeping outside. All right. My theory is that you are pretending to be there. Okay. When I made my video, my theory was that you're pretending to be this and you're actually going back to the uncles. That was what my theory was. And I also had a couple of other theories. That same woman that you're with is going to be the new owner of that house if you go back there because you're stupid. You're stupid. You real stupid.
That dumb? Yeah, you are.
You really shouldn't be calling people dumb and an idiot when you're literally begging everybody on social media to feed you.
Are
And I've never been on the news before lying to a reporter. Nobody won't even do anything. I mean, like, really, you was evicted out of there like a healthy, like 4 or 5 days before them pipes ever got busted. You want to know how I know? Because I stopped paying the bill. You are a compulsive liar and a horrible one at that.
now he's G-Man for Christ.
Yep,
Or
I have a YouTube channel called G-Man for Christ, and I have another channel called GTV. Oh, and by the way, I also have another channel called G-Man versus the Hebrew Israelites, and I have another YouTube channel called Marked by God, and I have another YouTube. I have so many YouTube videos. Sometimes I have to like get my notebook and remember my passwords and my emails and everything. And when I have a lot of YouTube channels, a lot of them, and then there's the sock account.
G for Christ or whatever. What a liar. What a scum.
Wait a minute. So how many of you remember, and I caught criticism for this, when I said that, you know, if they needed help, all they had to do was email me and call me. Do you guys realize to this very day, no email and no phone call? And that's still suspicious to me. It ain't because they don't like me. If they were truly desperate and they really wanted help, they would at least try to reach out and, you know, call somebody, but they didn't do it. And that's all fine, because it's not so much that they didn't contact me as much as it is that it's proof that they're lying about the things that they're saying. Okay. If you're in that desperate of a situation, you're going to call everybody. And Shanny's stupid, because by now somebody in her family would have helped her by now. If they saw these videos and saw her sleeping outside, I don't care what nobody say. Blood is thicker than water. And somebody would have helped her, even if it was $10. They would have gave her something in her family. Somebody in her deepness of cousins would have did something for her. Well, this is narcissism and it's pride personified. They kill me. These are the most puffed up, proud, broke people I've ever met in my life.
Asshole.
No, what it is that you're angry that I didn't fall for you and Shanny's little trap. And you're still angry and butthurt about it.
Danny, yesterday, though, you would be better off with G-Man.
Oh,
you know?
be... Now, okay, because this is a video about you, and this is going to make some people mad or whatever, but that's not my intent. My intent is to make a point. Shanny would do better with Bozo the Clown. Shanny would be doing better with somebody living in a treehouse. Shanny would be doing better with somebody who would be living in a cottage in the middle of the woods, living off grid. Shanny would be doing better with anybody other than you, because you refuse to get a job. There's a lot of homeless people that wish somebody would just give them an opportunity to just work, to be able to earn a couple of dollars picking up bags, but not you. You want everything given to you. You want everybody to just, what you want is people like myself to sweat and bleed and do all this work while you sit on your butt and do nothing and just receive the benefits. With the way food prices are going right now, gas prices are starting to go up, with the way the economy is right now, it's just mind-blowing that people are still willing to waste their money and give it to people who don't want to do anything with themselves at all. And I truly do feel sorry. In the past, I would troll people and say I feel sorry for them and whatnot. But I do truly feel sorry for some people in here, because they have that kind of money to waste on these two. Like I said, there are people in this community that I know for a fact that could use the financial support. There are people in this community that only make videos about them because they need the money. I am not one of them. All right. So all I'm saying is go support those people, whether you like them or not. Them people got real issues. Until these two decide that they are going to do something with their lives, these two need to be ignored for right now. And before anybody tells me that that is unbiblical and that is not in the Bible, okay, first of all, the Bible says if a man doesn't work, then he shouldn't eat. That's number one. But there's another thing is God hates laziness. He absolutely loathes it. He does not like laziness. He condemns it. And that's what he is. He's lazy. He and the person that he's with, they're both lazy.
Because he can keep a job and have a roof over his head and shit.
Yeah, I can buy her clothes. Let me tell you what I can do, Jason. I can pay her bills. I can pay her bills. I can feed her. I can give her real medication, not that mess that she calls medication. I mean, like real medication. I can actually provide a roof over her head if I wanted to. I can do a lot of things for Shani if I wanted to. I can do it for you. I'm not going to, but I could. Because you was told, well, 5 years ago, I think it is, that I think it's been 5 years since you guys lived in the house, 4 to 5 years since y'all lived in there or whatever. You was told when you were living in that house in front of her, while the kids were standing on the opposite side, that if you did not get a job, that this was going to be your destiny. And you said you would rather be homeless than get a job.
Meanwhile, I'm over here not being able to do that. Why? Because of my mentals plus YouTube.
You can't blame your mental. You can't blame your mental. I've shown people how you behaved before Shani. And you've been under stress before Shani. Okay? You've this is a really weird picture I'm looking at of this guy right now, but I've seen how you are under stress before Shani. Since Shani has gotten in your life and you've allowed her to destroy your weak mind, because you have a very weak mind, an extremely weak mind. You're very easily manipulated. Because right now, the only reason you don't even care about Trump is because of the situation that you're in. The second you come into money, you'll support the Republican Party again. You get poor, you're going to support the Democratic Party. You're not a loyalist to nothing. You're a weak man with a weak mind who can't form his own opinions about nothing.
How does he keep his job with being an idiot YouTuber?
You know, you're not the first person to call me this. There's another YouTuber on here who lost four of its channels. You know what I mean? And then had the nerve to sit there and talk to me about my YouTube career, about my channels and whatnot. But here's the thing, though, Jason. If an idiot is somebody who's irrational, think like a child and everything and whatnot, I just got a question for you. By the way, an idiot is a person who acts in an extremely foolish, sensible, irrational manner, often exhibiting a lack of common sense or intelligence. Historically, the term was used in a legal and medical context to describe someone with severe intellectual disability or mental capacity equivalent to a young child. I don't recall anybody that I would consider a friend, a girlfriend, a family member deleting my YouTube channel. It's funny when you have a reputation, people know how you'll behave if you do certain things to them. Nobody's ever deleted my channel, but yours got deleted. And you want to know what your scrub punk behind did? Absolutely nothing. Oh, I forgot. You allowed that troll Jules to fill your head with a bunch of nonsense, steal some of my ideas and use them against you.
Really dumb YouTuber.
I'm a dumb YouTuber. I've never done porn before, Rev, on OnlyFans. I've never allowed a woman to beat me up live on camera. I never ran from a female live on camera to the point where I thought I was going to get beat up and I had to call the police because I feared for my life. Never got on here and begged for food before. But I'm an idiot YouTuber? Very interesting. And I also didn't get on YouTube bragging about my girl's poop bucket either. I'm just saying. And you want to know what? Now that I think about it, I forgot about one of the most embarrassing things that you've ever done on social media. And that's when you allowed her to make you cut your hair and put an A on your head. Because you wanted to demonstrate your love for her. Not knowing that that feminist just wanted to humiliate you. Nobody's going to want you if you get your hair shaved and you put an A on your head. Yet she can get on here and flirt with whoever she wants, and she don't do nothing like that. But I'm an idiot. Like I said, dude, $750,000, and now you have negative dollars. I'm just saying. And if your uncle do give you that house, if he puts pen to paper, I promise you, in 2 or 3 years, she's gonna kick you out of there, and that's gonna be her house. I don't know how she's gonna do it, but she'll figure out a way.
So, fuck was I talking about? I don't even remember what I was talking about, but I really did feel like a celebrity today. That was fucking wild. I never had that situation where somebody literally comes up to me and they're like, "Are you Rev from YouTube?" It was wild.
Well, they all know you from Scranton because, like I said, you was on the news, and you know, and you were lying about being, you know, paying your rent and everything in that hotel, and you never was. Because, you know, eventually they would have found out who the person who was doing it. Somebody would have called me, and then I would have played you out in a second.
I guess you guys make us famous, right?
But Jason, one of the reasons why I'm making this video is I want to prepare you for something. One of the things that you consistently do on social media, you know, with me being a YouTube idiot and everything, how many times do I got to meet you in person before you finally understand to shut up? But here's the thing. I don't really particularly care about what you're saying and whatnot, because I already know I can go and you'll fall down and hit the ground because you ain't nothing but you ain't nothing but skin and bones. You know it, and I know it. Let me tell you guys a funny story. This guy actually put that stick of an arm on the table one time talking about he wanted to arm wrestle me. That was hilarious. When I come and see you this time I'm going to do the exact opposite. And I'm not coming by myself. I'm planning on doing some things. I don't think seeing you by myself is wise. I got something a little bit more interesting in mind. See, I'm not coming to see you. I'm coming to see your girl. That's who I'm coming to see. And you are going to know how it feels for me to show up and to totally ignore you this time. And don't give you nothing. And I dare you to even get too close to me. I will hit live on there. I will put my phone down and people will see my other side. And they will get 1 trillion views when they watch you get gorilla press slammed like Ultimate Warrior, and then I splash you. And I count 1, 2, 3, or I give you a stunner or something. Maybe I'll give you a rock bottom, or maybe I'll throw you against the wall and then give you a choke slam or something. Who knows? Take you to the rooftop and give you a power bomb off the roof or something. I don't know. But you one of them people that like to talk a big game.
The haters, the reactors, all you guys. You make us famous.
I wouldn't call it famous. Maybe a different word. I don't think they make you famous. I think there's a different word for what Shanny and Rev is known for. But the word famous is not the word that I would use.
Yeah. Well, it comes with a
I like the word exposed. These other people make you exposed. They strip you bare naked so that the world can see you for who and what you are. And the funny thing is, most of the time, they're just throwing your own words back at you.
And a curse. Shanny and I really don't have the full blessing yet, but thank you for everybody that donates to both of us, because we really need the money. We do.
I'm not going to lie. Listen to me. I'm not going to disagree with that. You really do need the money, except you're going to put it up your nose, and you're probably going to smoke it, and you're probably going to drink it, and you're probably going to Delta 8 it, and you're probably going to do all the other stuff and whatnot. But you really do need the money, because after you get the money, you need to learn how to save. Like, how old do you got to get before you start learning the concept? I need to put this money to the side and don't spend it.
It's rough out here, you know, and trying to keep yourself medicated. When
hey, Jason, let me ask you something here. Have you ever taken into consideration that the reason you might be homeless is because God has made you that way? You see, as Christians, we're quick to say Satan is the one that's doing this to us. But Jason, have you ever taken into consideration one time that God is the one that put you there? I don't know if you remember this or not, but it was Shani's goal to make me homeless at one time. It was her goal to make me homeless. She failed miserably, but it was her goal. And to the fact that she made YouTube live streams when she was getting mad at people for supporting me. See, there's a difference with the hate that you guys get versus the hate that I get. The hate that you guys get is because you two ain't nothing but a bunch of scamming, child abusing, disgusting people who go out there using people and doing the things that you guys do here on social media. You're racist. Well, you use a lot of racist terms on here and whatnot. Shani destroyed her YouTube career when she started calling everybody and their mama the N-word. And then blame me and other people for destroying her YouTube career. Nobody put a gun in your head and made you buy a $90,000 Durango that you eventually left in the middle of the highway and somebody took. Anyway, I don't want to go too much into that, but I think God is the one that put you in this position. And I think he's just waiting for you to repent, and then he'll help you. But that's not going to happen. You want to know why? Because you and Shani think y'all know everything. You're making videos in the rain because you're under a building, and you're saying that that this is freeing. Instead of crying out saying, how could I be so stupid? Why did I spend the money the way I spent it? Why didn't I save it? Lord, I promise if you give me another opportunity, I will actually do right by Jason this time. Or by Shani this time. But nope, that's not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is you're going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again and expecting a different result. You want to be YouTube famous, huh? The only people making any real money on here are the people that's making videos about you. Yeah, great and Shani might be making a couple of $100 because people are too stupid to stay away from your channel, but it is, I mean, it is what it is. I don't wish this on you. I wish you would honestly go get a job, but I'm done talking to you because you are definitely not the brains in the family. Okay, I definitely need to go talk to your boss. And that's Shani. Because you stupid.
Ill and stuff. It's very tough, man. And she's doing her best.
And Shani not the brains either. She ain't all that bright either. She does say and do a lot of stupid stuff on the internet. She don't even she doesn't understand this. And Shani, listen to me. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but listen to me, okay? This is an exercise that you need to do that's going to help you out a little bit, okay? It's not wrong, it's wrong. Okay, learn how to say g. G, 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 g. Learn how to say that, please.
Shani's really doing her best in terms of
No, she is not. Shani is lazy, and Shani needs to go get a job just like you.
Walking around, and I am so proud of her. She was in that.
Standards are extremely low.
It's called Tower Behavioral Health. That's where she was at. And while she was in there 2 fucking full months.
She should have stayed there another month. She might have been warm, had 3 to 5 square meals a day. When I say 5 meals, I mean like 3 breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then maybe 2 snacks. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? To get a guy with clothes and did the paperwork for her and everything and whatnot. You know what I mean? She was stupid for actually wanting to go to the shelter with you. Because she's convinced herself that the best man possible for her, that her life partner, that her soulmate is a bum on the street who refuses to get a job.
Because Shani's healthcare coordinator is a complete incompetent asshole.
I think she's got more sense than you. That's for sure. Because I'm pretty sure when she goes home from work, she is actually going home to a family, or if she doesn't have a family, she's going home to a roof over her head because she has something called a job. Why is everybody incompetent and everybody's an idiot when you can't even do the bare minimum for your own life?
I'll just say that. and you're never going to hear me mention that piece of shit ever again. She basically got her in there to be a prisoner for 2 fucking months.
You hear that? Whoever helped her, giving her a roof over her head, giving her food and the therapy she claimed she needed, which is another reason why I don't believe she has borderline personality disorder. I don't believe that she's sick the way she says she is. I believe that Shani is an actress and a horrible one at that.
And she did her best, you know. But part of what she was doing in there was walking. Yes, you heard it here first, folks. Shani for Christ was walking.
Walking. Shani was walking, and you think that's a big thing? Listen to me, dude. And remember now, I'm an idiot. So don't take me seriously or nothing like that. I'm an idiot. All right? I'm an idiot. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't she run up the stairs? Correct me if I'm wrong. Did she not threaten you upstairs and charge towards you? I remember she couldn't find a soda and she went at you. Then there's a time off camera when I came to see you on the porch and she moved pretty fast too. She moved like a cat, actually. So you can walk around with them headphones on. You can walk outside and keep making stuff up like the father of lies do and keep acting like this woman can't walk. You know she can walk. I know she can walk. The whole world knows she can walk. But you being proud because she's walking? You see how they just magically just forget everything that happened in that house? But I'm an idiot. No, Jason. The only idiot here is the person making this video right now, and that would be you.
And she, man, I don't even...
Oh my God, man. I had never seen her walking like this before. Yes, you have.
Recognize her like the one time both of us were in sheets and she was coming out of the bathroom and I was sitting.
I can't wait to capture her on camera walking. I can't wait to get her on camera with it.
Down having some foods. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, that's not Shani.
You know what I should do? You want to know? Let me tell you something. If I wasn't a Christian, let me tell you guys what I would do if I was not a Christian. And I was a cruel person. Let me tell you what I would do. Because I used to be like this before I became a Christian. Some of us need to believe in something in order to stop doing things like a jerk. I know some people who became Muslims and stopped doing certain things. Some people that became different religious things or whatever, and then they stopped doing certain things. Me personally, I found Christ and I just stopped doing certain things. But let me tell you what 1999, well, not 1999. I wouldn't have did it in 99. I would have did this probably in 97 or 96. Definitely 95 or 94. Let me tell you the kind of person I was. I was the kind of person that would go to the shelter and go get my hands on watermelon and go get my hands on Gavin. And I would take great care of these cats. One thing about me and cats, I absolutely love and adore cats. At the same time, I'm not necessarily the nicest person in the world back then, which is over 20 years ago. I think, what's it, 20 years ago? 94, 2004, 2004, 30 years ago. Oh, I'm old. Ugh, I'm old. You know what I would have? You know what I would have did back then if they had to deal with the younger version of me? I would have showed up with their cats, and I would have spent the entire day teasing them that these cats are mine in their face. While I got legal paperwork saying that they're my cats. I would have fed their cats. I would have took care of their cats. I would buy them collars. I would do everything I possibly can to make those cats feel comfortable and be loved and be cared for. Because I love cats. Cats are awesome. Then I would tell them to their face they'll never see these cats again. Back then, I was wicked. I was wicked. Now we go 10 years from there back to 1984. I would have did something totally different because then I would have been a kid. But I mean, you get the general idea. You know what I mean? I would rub this stuff in. I would make a wound and I would take some salt, some alcohol, and whatever else can sting, and I would put it right in the wound. That's what I would do. I don't like doing that kind of stuff no more. So I would never do that now. If I got watermelon and my hands on watermelon and Gavin, I would never even tell them. I'm the kind of person that will let them walk in the background and let people figure it out for themselves. No, I'm joking around. I don't really mean that. But the point is that if I really wanted to be a jerk to them, I could. But I'm not going to. It's not necessary. Right now, these two are at rock bottom right now, and they do need money. I just personally think the way Jason should get money is by him going to McDonald's, going to Burger King, or going somewhere and trying to earn the money. And because he doesn't want to do it, he's kind of made his own bed and he's got to sleep in it.
But it was like her body is, whoa, completely different.
Oh, really? Tell her to get on camera and to back up a little bit. If her body is completely different after just 2 months, tell her to back up a little bit. Next time she make a video and stop just showing her head like this and everything and whatnot. Because I'm calling baloney on that.
Physique, you know?
By the way, if you're a lady, because you might be watching my video, you might hear me making jokes about Shani's size and whatnot. And I want to say something here. Because I don't want nobody thinking that I think if you're big, that you're not a beautiful woman or nothing like that. The reason why I bring this up regarding Shani is because the woman has an ego the size of Texas. She is extremely narcissistic and proudful, and she needs to be brought back down to earth. Most black men prefer women that are big. That's just the reality. Most black men want a woman that has meat on her bones. I told Shani years ago, I said, Shani, if you want a guy with a job, go to the hood. You will not be single long. Somebody over there is going to grab you. I told her this years ago. Problem with Shani is she don't have no standards. She don't have no standards whatsoever. But the one thing I am going to get a lot of satisfaction in is him saying this stuff to me and watching Shani get her revenge, because she's going to get it. This dummy don't see it, but she's going to get her revenge. She's going to get her revenge. She ain't going to forget. Shani's a narcissist. That woman is not going to forget what happened in that house.
Betsy also, she asked, where's Shani, you know? I'm like, well, she's with me up at the CIC. And we're happy. It's my God.
She definitely shouldn't be in a hospital getting therapy if she was really mentally ill. You know what I mean? With borderline personality disorder and needs medication. She definitely don't need to be there. What she needs to do is be out of shelter, struggling and freezing to death, sleeping outside in the rain. Oh, that's definitely what a non-idiot would do. Definitely. Non-idiots. Listen, you and Shani, I can learn so much from you, Jason. Listen to me, dude. Basically, according to you, not having a job makes you intelligent, right? According to you, and I forgot the general point that I was making regarding the women's size. And let me get back to that in a minute. But because it just hit me what I was trying to say there. But I can learn a lot from you, dude. I'm looking at your example and I'm watching how successful you are in your life. You know what I mean? You definitely know what you're talking about when not working. You definitely know what you're talking about defending serial killers like Charles Manson out here and whatnot. I mean, you definitely know what you're talking about with that. You that shirt that you was wearing the other. Oh, you totally know it all, man. And everybody should follow your example and get your results. But anyway, the original point that I wanted to make, because I did lose my train of thought regarding big women. Like I said, most black men, I don't know about everybody else, but they're like a woman with a little meat on their bones. It's just a reality of the matter. So I'm not against big women. I'm not against short women. I'm not against tall women. I'm not against medium women. I'm not against them. The reason why I say these things about Shani is because Shani's head is too big. If Shani was humble, I would never say this stuff to her. Not in a million. I will other YouTubers do it, but I wouldn't do it. Not if she came across as being humble. And then I'm not justifying saying what I'm saying about her is good or whatever. You know what I mean? But I am saying that somebody like her head is too big. It is way too big. And Shani, if you're watching this, you don't have any standards. That's your problem. You're going to be treated the way you present yourself. You are literally telling this man, even if he never gets a job a day in his life, you're going to stay with him. Think about that a minute. You're basically saying, oh, I'll date anybody. Who cares what their status is? I don't care if they got a job, if they can provide for me, if they can protect me or anything like that. I mean, think about it. If 3 thugs wanted to come over there and hurt you, you're the one defending him. This punk ain't defending you. He ain't defending your honor. Most women are going to be like, what can this guy do for me? Because she knows what she can do for him. She knows what she can do for him. But what can he do for her? And from what I understand, they got kicked out of the shelter today. I don't even know if that's true or not.
You guys heard me when I was out here alone.
But
I
I'm an idiot.
was like, it's really good when you got your woman out here. It's a lot better than being alone. And
Especially when your woman is as big as that street.
look, I'm in an alleyway for G-Man. For G-Man, the absolute idiot. Okay? I'm in an alleyway. Why? Because I don't have a house to go to. I am home.
Oh, I get it. I get it. You know what? I totally got this video wrong. It's my responsibility to take care of him and to take care of Shani. See, here's my problem with that, Jason. I've already done that. You lied to me. You told me that you was going to get a job, and in 2 separate occasions when I found you a job, you refused to work. See, what I think you was what you were thinking was that I was going to feel guilty about getting the house, fix it up, and then just hand it to you. And actually, to a certain extent, that's what I tried to do. I did try to give you back your place, but you didn't want it because it would involve you not being with Shani. Because that's your Lord and Savior and God at this point. If Jesus appeared tomorrow and told you to dump her, you would not do it. I'm trying to figure out whether or not Shani would. But definitely you wouldn't do it.
Homeless. Just because you go to a shelter doesn't mean you're not homeless, you fucking idiot.
Oh, okay. All right. So anyway, I also believe that you was lying to people. And I also told people that I thought you was living with the uncle. And I kind of still think you're doing that. I'll find out soon. Don't worry. I'm going to have some fun with you, dude. And we're going to see who the idiot is. Because I'm going to live stream that entire thing. I'm going to be in the alleyway myself. Hopefully on Sunday. I want to be in that alleyway. And I won't be alone. I won't be alone. You got some more fans that want to come and meet you.
I got some choice words for certain people.
I got some choice words for certain people too. Let me tell you what the reality of this, not the reality. One of the things that is mind-boggling to me about the world that I live in, for some reason, people think everything is one-sided. Like they're the only ones that can say hurtful stuff. I am restrained from what I can say. See, it's not fair for me. It's not fair for me because I can't do the things that I would normally do in these situations because I'm a Christian. I can't do certain things. I can't say certain things. And it's not fair. But he's afraid to call me the N-word and everything else in the book and whatnot. He's lucky he's dealing with redeemed G-Man. That's all that's all I'm going to say about that. He's lucky that's who he's dealing with. Because all of us, the people that are watching now, even Jason himself, we all got a past. All of us has got a past. And these people on the internet need to stop thinking that they're the only tough ones out there and whatnot. Like you got to do a little bit more than show your bony arm on social media before you get on here acting like you're a tough guy, Jason.
I don't know. I can't do live streams, obviously, on this device. I tried doing a lot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on a minute. Yay! Didn't Shani do a live stream on his phone? Wait a minute. Hold on. Shani did a live stream. I think there was in a rain at that particular point when it was under that building or whatever. And didn't they do one in the shelter before they got kicked out? I think. Very interesting.
Live stream yesterday on
Maybe
the
they're using her phone and he's using a different phone. Maybe that's what happened.
Wi-Fi from the CIC, and you guys got like 50 seconds of something. I don't know what you saw.
Hey Jason, Village Idiot wants to tell you something here real quick about your phone. Okay, I noticed that you didn't take advantage of and don't give me that's an Obama phone garbage. Okay, because even that phone has this feature. If you go on your phone here, I'm going to show you this here real quick. You go on your settings here, right? You'll notice a setting here. Where is it? Let's see. Okay, there's a rotate thingy on your phone that you can use. That if you go like this, you will be able to use a landscape rather than what you're using right now, which I don't know what this would be technically called, but portrait. My bad. Now you'll notice that little feature there on my cheap phone here and everything and whatnot. That if I hit that, it is a auto rotate, and then this is what will happen. Let's see if you can actually see it. Okay, it's not auto rotating. Hold on. Let me do it over here. Hold on. Let's put the password on here real quick. Hold on. Okay. And hold on. Let me put a video here. Village Idiot here, guys, by the way. So let's see. We got to pick a video where we're not going to get because all of these are. Ooh, you know what I can do? I can use this one here. Hold on. No, I ain't going to use that one. Hold on. We'll use, kicked out. Let's see who Fat Long is. Last time on Shanny Ballsy. So, yep, and that's how you get the landscape right there. You can see that right there. You see that right there? That's how you get the landscape. So, all you got to do is change your settings on your phone. That's all you got to do, and you can get the the widescreen and whatnot. But I'm just an idiot. I don't know anything. Oh, and by the way, if you get a job at McDonald's, you can have an apartment in about 3 to 6 months. And you can be independent. You can have some pride. You don't got to beg and everything and whatnot. But listen, I'm just an idiot. I don't know anything. Shandy doesn't love scrubs. How does that song go? I don't want no scrubs. A scrub gets no love from me. Sitting on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. And Shanny don't want no scrub. I don't want to disrespect Shanny. She don't want no scrub because you're definitely not a scrub. Because and I'm an idiot according to you because you're very good with the dictionary.
But I mentioned some names. One in particular I really want to mention in a video to say fuck you to them. Because you said that you would help me regardless. You knew that I was getting back with Shanny, and you said it wouldn't affect our relationship, but I'm not going to take verbal abuse from Shanny. First of all, I'm not going to clamp her lips. If she wants to say something about you, she has the right to say it. But, yeah.
Oh, God. If I cared, I would go to those videos when he was running for his life and he was telling the truth about Shandy and everything and whatnot. But honestly, that would require too much effort with this guy. Anyway, let's continue.
You stopped helping me. She came back and you stopped helping me. So you're a liar. It's sad because you were really like a mom figure to me. And really a nice person.
By the way, Jason, I didn't know you slept with your mom until you were 19. That I'm hearing several people in here say this about you. That's news to me. I didn't know that you slept with your mom until you were 19. That's disgusting.
We can't talk about Trump together, that's for sure. Because you get all butthurt with that.
Wait a minute. What? But so will you. I think I still got those Trump red shirts that you had in your house. I should show everybody them things. But you're still, we all know undercover, you're still a Trump supporter, but the last thing that you want to do is offend the manipulator, the narcissist. You don't want to defend her. I'm saying you don't want to offend her. But don't worry, because like I said, if I ever see Shani again, you are going to get the biggest shock of your life because I'm going to ignore you and I'm going to tell you to keep your little distance from me because it ain't like you can do anything. You can't beat Shani and you can't beat me. I'm going to show up over there, say, Shani, how you doing? Long time no see, but what's going on, dog? What's going on? Do all of that stuff and whatnot. I'm going to give Shani this big, giant 900-pound coat. I'm going to give her a little bit of bread. So listen, why are you with this bum over here? Why do you insist on being with this jobless, broke bum who refused to get a job? What do you see in him? Well, what I see in him is, G-Man, that's none of your business, G-Man. You know, I think I see in him that he's like, hey man, you got $5 so I can get some Delta 8. Actually, I need $30. You'll be a blessing if you can help me get it. Anyway, let's continue.
But you know, Shani is right about everything.
Shani's right. Did you hear what Shani said about you? Are you serious about that? Shani's right about everything. Everything. So it was you that wasted all of that $750,000. Shani had nothing to do with it whatsoever. If you're going to say that Shani's right about everything, I can make a comedic video about everything that she was right about, and you would be pretty angry about it.
Going to do with this whole bullshit on here. People
get used to it because you're going to have to, because if you don't, you're never going to get the help you need, because we all know you ain't getting no job.
People don't really care about you, Jay. That's what, yeah, and she was right.
Nobody cared about you. That's why I showed up over there and tried to give you an RV, $5,000 and a couple other things and whatnot, right? During that particular time, right? Nobody cares about you, right? Tried to give you back your house. Nobody cares about you, right? You are listen to me. You can call me an idiot, but you lack so much normal intelligence that you make that you make let's see, who's one of the dumbest TV characters we've ever seen on TV in the history of the world? Like, who's the dumbest? Have you ever seen that movie Dumb and Dumber, and then the sequel to it? Like, Jason sometimes comes across as even dumber than those two.
People that were helping me, quote unquote, helping me to get away from Shani, you're all liars, all of you. And you just wanted to hurt her. Because when I became homeless, did any of you reach out to me to try to help me, to give me a roof or anything?
You never called me. You never tried to give me an email. You never even contacted me, you lying crybaby little punk. Okay? You never even tried to contact me, so keep me out of that conversation. You were too lazy to pick up the phone, because the last thing that you want to do is call the person that you called the N-word multiple times. You know what's hilarious about this? And what I find to be delicious about all of this? And I missed an opportunity with my rap. I missed a huge opportunity with my rap. You know, in the opening of this video, where I did the Shani and Rev diss track, I said, now wait a minute, what he says, and now you're broke. Now she calls G-Man to buy her smokes. What I should have said was, and now you're broke. Now she calls a black man to buy her smokes. That's what I should have said. I'm an N-word and whatnot, but they're depending on a lot of us black folk to help them out of their situation right now, especially when you're dealing with two rich white people versus one poor black man. I mean, like, really, G-Man. I mean, like, really, G-Man. God heard that, and God punished these two severely.
No, not one of you. Who came back to me? Who wanted to see me? Who wanted to talk to me?
Actually, technically, you contacted Shani. I don't believe for a second she called you. I believe that you called her when you realized that Ezzy wasn't going to show up or nothing like that, because you can't stand the idea of being alone. Oh my God. Anyway, let's continue.
Shani. And that's why we're together again. Because she actually does care about me.
Nah, I don't think so. I think your uncle's about to give you back the house. And when you get it, she'll have somewhere to live. Or bare minimum, if you're going to go to Florida or whatever, perhaps the house will get sold and then you'll get some money or whatever.
pretty much the
But
rest
I'll
of
tell you
you.
one thing I heard today that is pretty interesting, and I hope this is true. You see, a lot of people got me twisted on here with some things. I heard that these two are going to New York. Now, let me tell you something. I am literally a path train away from the Big Apple. Okay? I'm over here in Newark, right? I mean, if I bet you I know what shelter they're going to go to. I'm willing to bet money that they're going to end up going to the Bowery Mission. I'm almost positive they're going to Chinatown to the Bowery Mission. I am. If they go to New York, they're probably like, oh my God, how does G-Man know? Do you know how many times I've been in Chinatown? I know all about that place. I know all about that area. When I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, I used to buy my cards over there and everything and whatnot. So I know quite a bit about Chinatown. When I used to go to church, what's that church on 17th Street? Yeah. When I used to go to church on 17th Street, a lot of times I would go to Chinatown to go get my cards, or if I wanted to get something cheap over there or whatever. So I'm familiar with the area. But if y'all end up going to the Bowery Mission, let me tell you something. There's a big difference between paying for a $200 Uber to go to PA as opposed to paying $3 and some change to go to New York. Y'all got to deal with me on a daily basis because I got friends that work at the Bowery. I know people at who's staff over there. You better pray to God you're not going there.
Fuck yourself. You don't care about me.
Oh God!
You think I'm a weird anomaly on the internet, and you wanted to have some fun for a while.
Oh, and
well, you had your fucking fun, didn't you?
One more thing, Jason. I'm not the only person who lives in a remote area. Do you know how many YouTubers? I don't want to play her out, but I think she talked about where she lived on social media. But I'll put it to you this way. There's one particular woman. I won't mention her name. I won't mention her YouTube channel or anything like that, even though I've heard them talk about it on their own channel. And I don't want to get in trouble by nobody or whatever. And we are talking about a literal woman. I'm not talking about Hussy. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing like that. But there is someone who does these reaction thingies who actually live in New York. That's hilarious. Then on top of that, you got Hussy who lives in New York. And then you got, let me see something here. You got Nate the lawyer. You got Hannah Zubby. I mean, you don't know how many trolls actually live in the New York City area. Veckel lives in New York. Oh God, I hope to God you guys are coming to New York. I hope you guys are coming there. Because now you're coming to my backyard. I don't have to go 2 hours up there no more. And besides, these days, if I want to travel 2 hours to go all the way up there, I have other reasons for going up there now besides you two now. You know what I mean? So, these two are stupid. They're stupid. Now they're telling everybody what state they're going to go to. You know what I mean? Just keep telling everybody what you're doing. Just keep telling them. And then you'll blame the YouTubers for you telling them where you're going to be at. But New York is a different monster. You thought it was bad in Colorado. Pull that garbage you guys was doing in PA over there in New York and watch what happens.
Huh?
You end up in Rikers.
Was it fun? I hope so. But to those that do help, for whatever reason that you think it's cool to help, my Venmo's here. Go to Shanny for Christ.
Oh, and
Venmo.
by the way, Jason and Shanny keep talking about how fun. I got to make sure I talk about this. Shanny and Jason keep talking about how fun it is to be homeless. And I know they don't like President Donald Trump, but if they didn't like Trump, then they're really not going to like what I'm going to say about what Trump's policies are. How many of you are aware what's happening to people who get caught sleeping in their cars or sleeping in tents outside for too long? First, you'll end up in court a few times, but do you know what the long-term consequences for this is? They take you to detainment camps. You're going to end up disappearing, buddy, if you keep talking about how, oh, being homeless is awesome, dude.
Shanny lives. She's got a Venmo too, but I don't think it's public that much. I don't know. But she's got a Cash App that you know about.
She's got a ton of food stamps, according to her. I heard her say in one of her videos, she's got a lot of food stamps. Because she's more concerned about him than she is about herself.
Help us out. We do need it. Any kind of money we can get, we need it. And we love you for it. So God bless. I'll see you again.
Which God are you talking about? Because I'm not accepting that. Because I believe you worship Satan. So anyway, this bum gets on here and calls me an idiot, and then walks around here and says that Shanny's right about everything that she says, and is surprised that she's able to walk even though she ran up the stairs. And she was walking around chasing him about sodas and just completely and totally forgot about those things. It's absolutely ridiculous. It is doofus city, if you ask me. Absolute doofus city. Absolute doofus city. But hey, whatever. They don't like money. They don't like making money. Shanny loves her bums. You know what I mean? And listen to me. To each his own. Some people like going out with bums. Some people love going out with the unmotivated. With people who can never provide for them, people who can never protect them. Because when I go see Shanny, this is what's going to happen. Jason, I'm going to make, and this is not a prediction, my friend. This is a spoiler. If I see you and Shanny together, I'm going to approach you. I'm going to act like you're not even standing there. You know, the way I did Shanny when I was actually against her. I'm going to go to Shanny. I'm going to say, Shanny, why are you with this bum? G-Man, we don't want to talk to you. Shanny, I got this big... Okay, I can't even say the word on here because I'm a Christian, but I got this quadruple size cheeseburger with this huge Dr. Pepper, and I got this nice warm coat, and I got this money I want to give. Here, just take it. Oh, one condition though, you can't give it to Jason, because until he acknowledges the fact that he is the idiot and not me, he gets nothing. That's what I might do. But then again, I might go up there and just troll him. Who knows? So we'll see. But I am going to have my fun. I am definitely going to have my fun. And now that they kicked out of the shelter and they live in the alleyway, this is going to be too fun for me. Way too much fun. Because now that they don't have any rights now. They don't have any rights. Oh, God. I mean, if I wanted to, I can call FEMA and say, listen, we got a couple of people that need to go to a detention center. If I want to. You know what I mean? So, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. All right. So, Shanny and actually, you know what, Jason, I'm going to make this about you. I don't want to talk about Shanny. I want to talk about you, dude. Okay. Do you know what a muscle is? Do you know what a squat is? Do you know what a push-up is? I'm actually going to do some workout videos on this particular YouTube channel soon. And I would like for you to try to practice those things. Maybe you can stop being a stick figure. You can eat something called protein. You can stop drinking liquor all the time. And maybe you can feel a little bit more motivated and strong so you can actually defend the honor of your woman or whatever. You know what I mean? Because right now you're worthless. You're pointless. And you're a colossal waste of time. A colossal waste of time. I don't understand this. Black people was brought over here on slave ships. We understand all too well what the struggle is. But this privileged bum refuses to actually get a minimum wage job and do something with himself. It is hilarious. It's hilarious. You can say what you want about Vaughn Helton, but I bet you this. If I say, Vaughn, take this phone and carry it over there, and I'll give you $5, Vaughn will grab that phone and he will go over there and get his $5 and go buy him a Mountain Dew. But not this lazy bum. He ain't gonna do none of that stuff. Because he don't believe in working. And Shanny loves her bum. She can't live without her bum. She can't live without the man who doesn't do nothing for her. Nothing. Oh, I would never be with a man who talks to me. Yes, you would. It's funny, Shanny, because Jason can smack you and you'll stay with him. He can cheat on you. He just proved it to you. He just proved it that he can cheat on you, treat you like garbage, and you'll stay with him. He can spit in your face and you'll stay with him. You have no standards. Nothing. And neither do you, Jason. Shanny can punch you in the face, break your nose. She can dump all of your stuff, break your things. She can spin you dry, and you're just in love. 8 years of abuse, of being in an abusive relationship, and you call that love. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You have no self-esteem. You have no self-respect. You don't have any of that. I don't care whether people like me. Let me tell you something. I would never treat a woman the way this guy treats Shanny. And I would, and vice versa. If I was in their scenario, I would not. If I get to the point that I don't want to deal with somebody no more, I'm walking away. That's the difficult thing about me. But I would never treat nobody like that. I'm going to treat you like you matter. I'm not going to invalidate you. I'm not going to watch you struggle and suffer. I'm going to do everything I can to be the best person in your life. That's what it's like to be with me. Okay? As opposed to being with that bum who only cares about himself. Listen to me. We passed this $750,000 stuff. Okay? They know they were stupid. They spent themselves into poverty. Okay? But what's their excuse today? What is their excuse today? What is it? Who's one of the most least liked people on here? If Shanny had a relationship with Foodie Beauty would be a better provider than Jason is. You can sit there and say whatever you want about Foodie Beauty, but she would be a better provider for her than Jason. I know some bums on the street that will at least go pick up aluminum cans and come back with 15 to 20 bucks and will be a better provider than him. Chris has got to be laughing his butt off. Shanny's mom must be like, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so. And somewhere out there, adults going, man, she's still stupid, huh? And G-Man, the idiot, the one who survived Shanny, who survived Rev, is the idiot who's not sleeping outside. I ain't no idiot. I ain't never going to be no idiot. I do stupid things on here. I make bad decisions, but I am far from being an idiot on here. And as far as my Christianity goes, Jason, you're entitled to your opinion. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay? You're entitled to your opinion. I'm not going to say nothing about that. But just do me a favor. If you're going to talk about it, could you at least practice it for 2 seconds before you start criticizing other people? I'm just saying. Anyway, let's see what you guys think in the chat. He's drinking. As soon as he started to drink, he changed like a lot, and all of his anger and crap, and then his love for the beast returned. Yes, indeed, Mr. Fudge. Exactly all display strident behavior, the things they try to insult each other with, my 8-year-old grandson would say. Yeah, Shanny and Rev crack me up with the things that they say about me. They absolutely crack me up. You know what I mean? So if he watches, if he would stop listening to what people tell him and stop being so gullible and actually take the time out to go look at the videos and see what I said, he would see that I had a theory. And I said I could be wrong. And Jason, you want to know what must hurt the most about this? I'm the best friend you ever had in your life. And listen to me. I know you consider Shanny to be your friend, but I'm literally the best friend you ever had in your entire life. And look how you treat your friends or your former friends. Just saying, dude. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? So I definitely have a bad judgment of character when it comes to figuring out who I should hang around with and who I shouldn't. But lately, I'm making other friends on here, and I think I'm doing better with them. You know? No, listen to me. I don't have an issue with that. Yes, I'm very childlike. Yes. I'm very childlike. You should see me when I get into my wrestling promos. I would really rip them apart if I started doing that. I don't have a problem with that. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. I don't want to just be doing a video for the sake of doing a video. Jason, don't you ever call me an idiot on here again. Okay? Because trust me, you're going to get your opportunity to do it right here. But there's going to be some differences this time. I want this live streamed. I don't want to talk about this. I came up there and I showed up and then you started talking about your story and I talk about mine. I want this all live streamed from the time I see you in the alley. I think it's about time you know how the Hebrew Israelites feel when I show up and I'm ready to go. I think it's about time you know how that feels. Of course, I would love to rap battle somebody in this community. As a matter of fact, the person that I would love to rap battle, since that person was being a royal pain in my butt, and I know what I want to say, I would love love to have a rap battle against Hussey. I would love it. And if you know me and you know my career on here, on how I do things, you already know what I'm going to say about this guy and how I'm going to say it. So if Hussey ever decides to put together a diss track, no AI. This is the rules. There ain't going to be no AI at all. He can say what he wants when he goes on his channel, but he better believe he better put on that thick skin when it's time for me to respond. I'll battle rap him on the Drunken Peasants if he wants to pre-record something and go on there or whatever, and I'll do the same thing. But I would like to battle rap either Hussey or I want to battle rap. Who's somebody on here that I think would benefit each other on here? Because you know what? I do talk about Hussey on here a little bit too much. Who's somebody else on here I want in my battle rapping? It would be fun for me. Some of you ain't going to like what I'm going to say here in a minute, but most of you aren't going to like what I'm going to say in a minute. But I would not mind having a battle rap. See, but then again, then there's going to be problems. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll name 3 people. I'll name 4 people. 4 people that I'm willing to have a battle rap against. 4 people. Hussey's one of them. Okay, now the other 3 people, pay attention to what I'm about to say because, you know, you're going to get me. David Anthony. Definitely him. I would love for old man Anthony to have the guts to make a rap about me. Then there's Carrie. For the most part, we've been civil with each other. I think it would be fun for the community if I say, Carrie, take the gloves off and go on your channel and come at me. I would love for Carrie to make but here's the thing. No, I don't want no AI. You actually got to write something down. You got to agree not to get mad at me when I respond, though. That's the thing. You have to not get angry at me if I choose to if you make a rap about me, you can't get mad at me when I start talking about you because I know what you're going to say about me. I already know what everybody on here think about me. That's what I'm finding. Well, you and Hussey keep doing these simul streams and everything and whatnot. Okay, fine. Let's have a battle rap. G-Man versus Carrie or G-Man versus David Anthony. And then the final person, and this person better never, ever, 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 ever agree to have a rap battle against me. And I mean better never, ever. And that's Coctopus Prime. I would love to have a rap battle with one of them. Now, some of you probably, well, G-Man, you don't really know nothing about, I knew Coctopus Prime when we was back in the Great Debate days. I know quite a bit. So if anybody wants some, you can come get some. But if I do it with Carrie, it's gonna be more for fun. But if I gotta I ain't gonna lie, if I got a rap battle against David Anthony ain't gonna like what I got because I know David Anthony on here for a while. So I got plenty of material for him. Like I'm talking miles of material for David Anthony. So David Anthony will never agree to it. So, but you want to know who else I wouldn't mind rap battling? They keep inviting me on the Drunken Peasants to go in there and do a rap battle. The owner of the Drunken Peasants, I think his name is it Ben, I think? Yeah, Ben on the Drunken Peasants. The one who used to wear the mask. I wouldn't mind rap battling him. As long as he makes a little pre-rap and I get to make my pre-rap and then he plays it on his shows and then the audience can determine who won. I wouldn't mind rap battling Ben from the Drunken Peasants. But here's the thing, though, Ben. If you agree to do this rap battle against me, there has to be consequences for losing. You see, if I win, the Amazing Atheist has to return to the Drunken Peasants. And he gets to run your channel the way he wants to run your channel. If I lose, Ben, and you win, what would be humiliating for me? Let me see. What would be humiliating for me? Something they wanted me to do on here for a long time. Let me see. I can't really think of anything because I haven't interacted with the peasants in a while. I don't know. I'll grant them a request, but I got to talk to them about what that request is. But I would love for the Amazing Atheist to go back on there and take over his channel and tell him what to do on his own channel because he doesn't like that very much. Actually, I would like to recant that. The Amazing Atheist doesn't have to take over your channel. I'm sorry, I forgot about this because I don't know why I didn't think of this to begin with. If you beat me, Ben, in the rap battle, I will do what you tell me to do for one stream. I will pour mud all over my head. I will jump in mud. I will step in poop on purpose. If you beat me in a rap battle, legitimately, writing it yourself, no AI or none of that stuff and whatnot, I'll grant you a request. Provided I get my request. And you can't tell me no. And I know the most humiliating thing for the Drunken Peasants to have to deal with. Brett Keane gets control of your YouTube channel for one whole week if I beat you. Brett Keane gets your channel for an entire week. And then if I lose, and most of the people in the audience is probably going to pick you anyway, but I'm going to send my people over there to vote for a change. And then what'll happen is if I win, I'm sorry, if you win, I'll do what you tell me to do. But if I win, Brett Keane takes over your YouTube channel. It's up to you. So if you guys want to see a rap battle, those are the people I'm willing to rap battle. Brett Keane. No, sorry, not. I already battled Brett Keane. It would be Ben of the Drunken Peasants. It would be Carrie, David, Anthony, or Octopus Prime. I wouldn't mind doing a rap battle against them, and I think a lot of people will watch that. But I think a lot of people will be mad at me if I end up rap battling Carrie. So don't pick Carrie. I mean, I wouldn't mind rap battling. What's his name? From the Geek Room. What's his name? Frank. I wouldn't mind rap battling Frank. I can do that too. I'll rap battle Frank. I ain't got a problem with that because Frank can't rap. And then there's let me see something here. I think what's her face is in this. Where's she at? Where is she? Let me see. Yes, Christina Blackfeather is here. I would love to rap battle Christina Blackfeather. Yeah, she got that beat down coming from a long time ago, so I wouldn't mind that. So anyway, so I'll wrap that up. But if you want me to do a rap battle, that's what's going to end up happening. And remember, I'm only responding to the poop bucket right here. He says, "Will you ever do a rap battle again, G-Man?" It's going to depend on who challenges me, and then there's the issue. Then there's the issue of whether or not I'm even going to do another rap on here, because I seriously need to focus on some different stuff on this channel. That's why I'm thinking about doing workout stuff on here. But if I do it, I'm going to have to pre-record a lot of stuff when I got time. Who put the poop bucket is satisfied with the answer. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm done. I'll keep track of what they're saying and see if they say something about me again. I might respond. I might not. But Jason, you might want to watch your mouth, dude, because you're about to see me in person. I hope you guys enjoyed another episode of GTV.